Hey, g'day, it's Prezzo. Thanks for stopping by. Now today we're going to do the giveaway. That's the 30,000 subscriber draw that I announced in the previous video. And in order to be in that competition, I asked you to leave a comment on the previous video and include the name Colchester in the comment that you left. Now I just checked and there were about 364 individual comments that made those people eligible for this competition. And I've got 4 prize packs to give away, so that's a bit better than 1 in 100 odds. So what we'll do first, we'll look at the prize packs because I've added a couple of things, and then we'll do the draw. Okay, I've laid out all of the prizes here on this board, and before I start I must give a massive thank you to James Long at Boring Research. Now in the previous video when I did the title slide I was having a bit of a joke, and I think I said it's insane that the prizes aren't more generous. And then afterwards I thought, oh, that's going to sound bad. It's going to sound like the stuff that James sent me wasn't very generous. Well, yes, it was. What I was getting at was that some YouTube channels, they'll actually go out and buy a digital caliper or a micrometer or an expensive cutting tool, and that will be their prize. In my case, I hardly put my hand in my pocket at all. I think I bought the bearings for this tool and the little bubble levels as well. But, you know, all up it was about $25 worth of stuff. But everything else you see there was either donated by James Long, and yes, it is generous, and I thank him a lot for that, or there's a couple of tools here that were just lying around my drawer that I don't use. And they were either duplicates of existing tools that I purchased, or a tool that was given to me by a very generous donor, somebody else. So it was actually a member of our family. So that's what I was trying to get at when I made that title slide, but I was really embarrassed afterwards because it sounded like I wasn't very thankful for the stuff that James sent me. But it was extremely generous because it all arrived just as I was thinking about doing this video, and it made perfect sense to give these away as prizes. Okay, so let's have a closer look. So this is the 4th prize pack. So there's going to be one of these magnetic stickers. Now these were sent by James, and they can stick to your toolbox or your metal lathe. They're magnetic, they're oil proof and coolant proof, and these will allow you to cut metric or imperial threads, and they give you the depth of cut that you need on the compound slide in order to get the correct diameter on your thread. So I've used these, and I've used them for metric and imperial threads, and they work really well. There's also the magnetic pickup tool that James is selling on his website. So if you miss out today and you want one of these, you can go to his website. The address is on the screen there now. And the way these works, they've got extremely strong magnet in this little spindle here. And these are ideal for picking up small ferrous items like nuts and screws and so on out of trays. And if you've got really clumsy fingers like I have, these are excellent for picking out those parts from plastic drawers and so on. And you can also use these for picking up swarf. So if you want to get into like a slot or a hole in an existing component, you can reach in there and grab the metal chips and pull them out, and then when you pull that plunger back, the items will just fall off that spindle there. So, you know, grab it, pull it back and drop them. So there's one of those, comes with the cap and also the pouch that goes with it. So that's for the 4th prize winner. Now the 3rd prize winner will get the rotary demagnetizing tool. Now I made one of these, actually made 3 of them now, and they work really, really well, and James is selling these on his website. And these just require you to spin that tool in either a cordless drill or a drill press or a lathe, and the alternating magnetic poles will decay any magnetic field in a component. So a screwdriver, steel rule, you know, Allen keys, that sort of thing. So it's a really quick and effective way of demagnetizing tools. So there's one of those plus the threading sharp. The 2nd prize pack will be the same, will be one of the demag tools plus a spare cover for it. There's also a genuine Eclipse high-speed steel internal threading boring bar. So this is one that was given to me, and I have never used it. I've got insert tooling for doing that now. But this is excellent for, like I say, internal threads, but you can also use it as a regular boring bar, also for chamfering internal edges and so on. And this will fit in a mini lathe. It's got a 12mm square shank, so very handy tool, got a fairly long reach on it as well. So there's that. And then the first prize winner will get the tool setter. And I did a video on making this. That was for the Rough Cut 2022 competition. And it's engraved on the back. Actually says Rough Cut 2022. And I've got one of these for myself, and this was a spare one that I made as the giveaway. Now there's also an insert tool here. This has got an SNMG insert, and there's a pack of 5 inserts with that as well. These are good for chamfering, so you can chamfer either left or right hand edges with it. You can also use the corner here as a facing tool, so that will take the face off a part and also chamfer it in the same setting. Now this is probably for a bigger size lathe, but if you had a mini lathe you could probably cut that down to say 12 millimeters and will fit in a small tool holder. Or if you don't own a lathe, swap it with somebody else who does have a lathe, and if you want a particular tool that they've got, you can work out a deal. So tool setter, the insert tool, and the threading chart as well. Plus I've got a bunch of these stickers. I'll throw in a couple of my stickers. There's some here from Kim Bazelic. He gave me a whole lot of these and he said send them out to whoever, if you're doing a giveaway or you're sending out your own stickers, send some of those. I've got some of James Long's stickers as well, and I've got some from other channels. Often people send me more than one sticker, so I've got duplicates, so I'll throw in a couple of those as well. So there's all the prizes. Let's go and do the draw. Okay, I'm just showing you on the screen now the software that I'm using to do this. Now this is a website, it's called commentpicker.com, and I've used this previously on a couple of other competitions that I've run. It seems to work okay. And all we need to do is add the name of the video or the video URL from the previous video that I did, and that's already there. And what we can do is filter duplicate users. So anybody who put more than one comment in, sorry, you only get one shot at it. We're going to include the replies to the comments. We're going to filter the comments based on a specific text. So I did ask you to add the name Colchester. So we're just going to add that. Now this is not case sensitive, so it doesn't matter, although I'll do it in lowercase just to be sure. Alright, so we're going to remove the winner from the list after the draw. So I'll do 4 draws and I'll start with the 4th prize winner and we'll work up to the 1st prize winner. And we need to do a capture thing here. Okay, I'm going to get the YouTube comments. So what it does is it looks at the video, extracts all the comments that are eligible based on that text. And there it is there. So 362 comments. I said 364, but maybe, yeah, I got it wrong. Okay, so here we are here. So start raffle and pick random winner. So this is going to be the 4th prize winner, remember. So let's do the first one. And there it is there. So Bruce Stanek, and Bruce's comment is Colchester, found you at Quinn, or found you via Quinn, great content. So just in case you didn't realise, Quinn Dunkey promoted my channel on one of her videos recently, and that's given me a lot of new subscribers, and some other people had actually mentioned that as well, that they'd seen Quinn's video and then come here. So good on you, Bruce. So you're taking home the 4th prize pack. And with all of the winners today, all you need to do is contact me via an email, which I'll give you the email address for, and then we can arrange to get your address and I'll send those things through the mail to you. Okay, so let's do another one, pick another winner. Okay, Wiley McBean. So Wiley's comment is, hello Colchester, my name is Weiler. LZ330, hi Mark, congratulations on your 30,000 subscribers. Regardless of who wins, what a great package of goodies, and thanks again for all your hard work putting these videos together for us. I love the shiny glitter sticker. All the best, cheers Wiley. So good on you Wiley, you've taken home the 3rd prize pack. Let's do the 2nd prize pack. Alright, T.A. Ranson. And his comment is, Colchester Lathe, I have a group that pertains to the DIY CNC machining community. I've got 55,000 members and growing daily. Many of the folk in my group could possibly be interested in your YouTube channel. With your permission, I'd like to share your channel with them. Yeah, go for it. I don't mind. Yeah, that's good. Thank you very much for that. So T.A. Ranson, you got the second prize pack. So let's do the grand champion. And it's Jason R. So Jason's comment, a Colchester moment if ever I saw one. Very nice milestone, and I enjoy watching your content. Hope you keep it coming for a long time. Yes, I am in this for the long haul. I've got lots more content planned, and we're going to talk about the next project toward the end of this video and a couple after that. So congratulations to all the winners. Like I say, you can contact me on the email address you can see on your screen at the moment, and let me know where you live. I'll package up the winnings and I'll send them off to you no matter where you live in the world. Just make sure you give me enough information, your address, so I know which country you live in, and I'll get that stuff to you. Okay, let's wrap up. Well, that's it, guys. Sorry if you didn't win today. There were just lots and lots of entries in the competition, so many comments. I'd like to thank all the people who've been with me right from the very start on this channel, and I do recognize the names as the comments come in. And also I'd like to thank the people that encourage me to keep going with this. Now, I've mentioned before, I don't make any money out of YouTube. That's not why I do this. My primary motivation is to record the projects that I make here in the workshop, but also I like to share that information with other people. Now, a lot of the processes that I do here at home now, I've learned by watching other people. And I think that should be the primary motivation for me going forward. So I want to be able to share what I've learned from other people and maybe help you out. We can all learn from each other, and I believe very strongly that you should be learning something new every single day. So that's what keeps me going with this. Now, I have got a lot more projects I want to put out there, and I want to show you one of those right now, and then we'll wind up. Okay, here's a sneak peek at what the next project is going to be on my channel. Now, this is a mock-up of a rear tool post for a Colchester student or Colchester bantam lathe. But if you have the type of lathe with a flat cross slide, maybe the type that has T-slots in the back of it, you'd be able to adapt this tool to suit your lathe. Now, I made a mock-up because I wanted to be absolutely sure this did fit the lathe, and I've checked the hole pattern in the base here. I've checked that the tool is the correct height and that the tip of the tool can reach the very center of the axis of the lathe. And I went back to the drawings and I kept editing the drawings till I was sure that everything would work. And that's the beauty of doing rapid prototyping and making mock-ups. So those mock-up parts are going to be made from this material here. So the base, this wooden base that you can see here, is going to be cut from this big chunk of malleable iron. And I bought this from a company here in Australia called Man Cave Metals. And I've already marked it out, and I'm going to bandsaw off the round circumference of that to make that square block. And that square block is exactly the same height as the compound slide on my lathe. And the tool post is basically the same height as the quick change tool post that I have already. So that was the reason why these parts were sized the way they were. So the rest of the tool parts will be made from this steel here. Now, this was cut up from a big chunk, it was a big rectangular chunk of steel, and it was originally a big hydraulic cylinder, and that's the reason why you see these sort of like half threaded holes in here. It's just been cut up from that stock. But this is a good quality steel. It's very strong. It's a little bit hard, but I can cut this on my Bridgeport with insert tooling. So that's what's going to be used to make this little gadget here. Now, this could be like a 2 or 3 part series, and then when that's done, we're going to have a go at making something else. And there's a drawing there. Now, I don't know if you saw Click Spring's latest video, but I'm glad he's got back to doing some workshop projects that maybe I'm capable of doing. But he featured some of these Mighty Bite knockoff clamps in his last video, and I thought I'd have a go doing this as well, but I'm going to make the type with the prismatic brass finger that slides down a 10-degree slope, and it will hold down parts to like a fixture plate or a mill table, and these are like a low profile clamp, and you can machine right over the top of them. So I'm going to make a bunch of those in 2 different types plus the stop blocks. So that'll be coming up a bit further down the track, but let's get this tool post made first, and yeah, let's make lots of swarf. Well, that's all for today, folks. Thank you very much for being with me. Thank you to the people that sent in comments for the last video and therefore entered the competition, and thank you to the people that encouraged me to keep going with this channel. It always helps me to keep going forward and keep coming out with new content when I read that people are enjoying it and actually learning something. So join me for the tool post build in the next video. That should be a lot of fun. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and catch you next time. Espresso. Cheers.